Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Ascended Ashmaster 11333. Thank you for being here. This reading is for the Lifepath number 11 for the month of April through May. I offer readings based off of Lifepath numbers rather than zodiac signs because I resonate with numerology and it sets me apart from other readers. If it resonates with you, please give me a like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know how it relates to you in the comment section. I love to share experiences. To book a personal reading, order a numerology chart, or if you'd like some coaching, guidance, or advice, please email me at ascendedashmaster11.333@gmail.com. I am a certified numerologist, a life purpose coach, a spiritual coach practitioner, and a holistic wellness coach. I'm also a certified mental health ambassador. All of my services are donation-based at this time, so if you feel guided to, send me a message, but you can also show support just by subscribing to my channel. Before I start with your reading, I'll do some sound healing with my singing bowls to clear your energy and mine. So take a deep breath. Okay, let's get started with your reading. I like to start off with which aspects you need to focus on the most. You have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yeah, and these aspect cards will also kind of lay the foundation for your reading for this month. We have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So you might be harboring some guilt and some envy that need to be let go of. That's a negative space here. You have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So you might have recently dealt with an actual physical death and like recently, or it could also deal with like aspects of yourself that have died off. You have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. That's one of the tokens of being an 11 is being authentic and honest, and sometimes even brutally so. You have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So you have envy, guilt, death, honesty, and change. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, you also have growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness, which is another token, another key aspect of being an 11. So, usually I don't pull so many cards, but it was there. So, I figured that's a good place to end it on a positive note there. So next I have the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. These will kind of reiterate or add some depth to these other cards here. We have Hummingbird Spirit, be here now. And that's under the envy card. So, the envy card says, I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. And the Hummingbird Spirit says, like, you need to get out of this energy space and be more present, be more mindful, choose to be in a place of positivity, which is easier said than done, especially if you're stuck in these vibes of envy and guilt and death. Because, that's one side, and then the other side, we have the honesty, change, and growth. Let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, so, that's under the guilt card. So you have to let go of any kind of guilt or envy or any negative toxic vibes that are kind of, like, keeping you down. And a lot of times that's your ego. It sounds like, like when you get like in like depressive episodes or like the dark night of the soul, you forget it's almost like you can forget to be like who you really are because life kind of gets you down, especially if you're dealing with like an actual physical death, because nothing like stirs the soul, like losing somebody and realizing that this life is, it's not forever. Your time here is limited, and nothing kind of hits home like that than actually physically losing someone. So you have let spirit be your guide, because like that's what's gonna be what is able to pull you back from that type of energy, is like remembering to be in touch with spirit. You have frog spirit, clear out the clutter. So yeah, with this death card, another thing that you can do, it's like springtime, spring cleaning, but getting rid of anything that no longer that you no longer resonate with. You can kind of like reset the tone for your environment and for your mind too. So not only is it physical clutter, but it's also the clutter in the mind, like all this this negative space that takes up your mind. And even just physically cleaning your space can kind of clear your mind in that way too. You have Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. So, and this is under the honesty card. So you know your truth. You know what's true for you. But just remember that there is more to this life than that at this time, or and you might actually know more than the average person, being an 11. But there is still more to this life that you still need to discover. So, and your truth is always evolving. Your truth, you are always evolving. You might make discoveries or have for personal revelations and epiphanies that completely like change the way that you perceive things and perceive yourself. So, and like that always is a mystery too in itself. So remember to stay authentic and to be with you. And even if it's something that, you resonated with before and you don't anymore, it's okay, because you stand in that truth and like, hey, I didn't know what I knew then. Now I know this, and this is what I feel, and and this is your story, and stick with it. And spirit has your back. You have the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back, and that's underneath change. So and so like you go through all these changes, and so that way you can grow and evolve. And being stuck in these negative energies is really just holds you back, and spirit is trying to tell you like, hey, like we got your back through this transition, because that's what it really feels like. It feels like a transition, and it almost feels like a resistance to the transition. But it's like, you ever hear the analogy where it's like a dog that you're walking home, and like they don't want to go, they're just kind of sitting or like laying down, and it's like either way you're gonna get home. So if you're the dog and spirit is the one holding the leash, it's like pulling and pulling. Eventually you're going to get there, but with least resistance you'll get there sooner and faster. And so spirit has your back. Spirit has the best interest out for you. And this change is for your growth, it's for transformation, and it's really for your highest good. All right, so 2 more cards came out. For growth, it says lay a solid foundation. So yeah, you want to start like this. There's gonna be, so you want to clear out the clutter. You want to you be here now, be in the present, positive, and know your truth, and have a solid foundation for yourself. So that way you can continue on and not have, because like if you don't have that solid foundation, like you're going to be back and forth, when really you need to like go forward, go straight forth, and have that solid foundation, that you're solid, knowing your truth, knowing who you are, knowing what you believe, knowing your purpose, and knowing that spirit has your back, and that there is still more to figure out. And then bat spirit came out too, and it was kind of an extra card here, and it says a rebirth is assured. So what I said is true. Like there's this change and growth taking place, the transformation, and really it's almost like your own ego, your own your lower yourself, those lower vibrations that keep you from really truly experiencing that rebirth. Yeah, and like the dark energy. I was just curious. Yeah, as to what the bottom of the deck said, and it says, "Be spirit, positive or sweet results await." So yeah, that's comforting to say the least. To say that there is going to be a sweet reward, sweet results. after all of these negative things happening and all these changes happening. And like with any change, there's going to be some resistance, but it ultimately is for your highest good and for the highest good of those who are around you, as well as for the collective consciousness. Because it's like up to us. Like, we are light workers, and we know that we all have our own mission here. But, you know, as an 11, part of your mission is to become more spiritually aware, more positive, more loving and light, so that way other people can be the love and light too. So this is your messages from your Angels Oracle deck. You have Crystal coming through. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Yeah, see, like, life is a mystery. There's still more that has yet to be seen. So if you have faith and hope, and know, like, you trust spirit, you trust the process, and you know that good things are coming for you, it's going to be easier to be here now and in the present moment, instead of being stuck in these negative energies. And it's even just saying that to yourself, like, yep, I just got to get through this because good things are coming. And even just saying that, even if there's a other part of your mind that's like, no, like, no way. Like, there's, you know, this is spirit telling you, yes, the good things are coming. We have your back. You know, life is a mystery. Like, so lay a foundation, clear out your clutter, and, you know, spirit is going to guide you. So, and it can't guide you if you're stuck in this lower vibration, because you won't hear what you're supposed to hear. So good things are coming. So that's also comforting. You know, we have sweet results await, and things that you can't see are coming. It's coming into fruition for you. You have Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So yeah, so these are those lower vibrations that's been coming out here. This envy, this guilt, this death. You know, whether it's, you know, a physical death or the parts of yourself. You know, we have letting go of those emotions, those angers, this unforgivingness. You know, that's what you really need to release here. Release your anger and unforgivingness. So yeah, it's like you're unwilling to forgive those things. You're unwilling to step out of that negative vibration, and it's happening because it's you have to feel this in order to get through it. It's part of the process, and knowing that and trusting that is actually, you know, Archangel Uriel, pray when you're in those lower vibrations, even just stopping to take a second to breathe and just say, Archangel Uriel, thank you for showing me this. I allow the fullness of this to be experienced now. Please, you know, help me through this. And, you know, even if you don't feel, some of you might even actually feel an energy shift in that moment. Some of you will just, you know, you'll still feel those things, but you'll be heard. And good things will come to you if even just stopping to pause, even just stopping to check in with yourself, and, you know, not push those emotions away. You have to heal from them. And in order to heal, you have to feel. You have Layla. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. Yes, so even just stop and asking Archangel Uriel, ask Archangel Crystal. I'm sorry, not Archangel Crystal, just, you know, Crystal, your guide, Layla, your guide. You know, set your desires, intentions. That goes with laying down your solid foundation and clearing out your clutter. Just stop, spend time alone, spend time in nature. You know, meditate and really focus on your desires and your intentions instead of all these negative vibes, because in order for you to get that positive perspective, that's what you, the law of attraction, what you think about, what energy you put out, that's what's coming towards you. So if you're stuck in these low vibrations, spirit can't be there for you. I mean, they're there for you, but you can't feel it. You know, you really need to, in order to get through this, you need to spend time alone. You need to spend time in nature. You need to, you know, really focus on your desires. Adriana, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So yeah, they're trying to come through to you. You might see synchronicities. You might see repeating numbers. You might see words, like repeated words. These are your angels trying to get through to you. So And look here. So it's like you're about to, this dark cave, this darkness that you've been trying to get through. There's an angel. These angels are guiding you through this, and so like you are the child, and that's kind of funny because I was said about the dog and the leash analogy there. This is like kind of the same thing. This angel leading a child, and it's like the child is stubborn. You're stubborn. It's your inner child. So there's a lot of inner child healing work here. A lot of shadow work here. But remember that you can call upon your angels, Crystal, Archangel Uriel, Layla, Adriana, Archangel Michael. Like these are things that you can do, like in your day to day when you're going through all these things, because through this darkness, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's literally light at the end of the tunnel. And so you want to set your desires and set your intentions, but also like there's, with these, you can lay a solid foundation, but like they're going to give you the steps that you need. They're communicating to you all the things that you need to do in order to move forward. And it's going to come to you like in just plain knowing. It's going to come in daydreams. It's going to come in repetitive thoughts. It's going to come in your actual dreams, and you'll remember. So like, you need to pay attention to these things and, not write them off, because these are very important messages for you specifically. You have Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So yeah, taking care of your body, your temple, and this is under Spirit has your back and change. So changing up your body, your beauty rituals, your body, your practices with your body, maybe working out, or just literally like taking that time to just like pamper yourself. You need to pamper yourself, and that'll put you in a loving, more higher vibration. We have Fiona. Now that you're asked your angels for help, be open to receive divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Yeah, you do deserve heaven's help. Like this is one of your gifts here. This is one of the greatest gifts about being an 11 is having a more open channel to your guides, to your ancestors, to all the help that the heaven's help. Like I said, when you stop and you ask these angels to help you. So that's step 1. Step 2 is being energetically open to receiving those messages. So, and when you see those synchronicities, take the time to look it up. Take the time to pay attention to what you were thinking about, because oftentimes they're answering you, and you're too busy, you're too stuck in this like 3D existence that we're living in to really fully appreciate the blessings and the messages that are sent to us. You have Grace and Antoinette to help this situation see the other person's point of view with compassion. So, and that could be yourself too. One of the things that I like to do is when I'm going through things, I actually should do this more often, is I like to basically give myself like on one side a pity party, a bitch fest, like I can't believe like this happened, what was me, like total event. And on the other side, I like to mother myself and nurture myself, like it's okay, this happened because of this. There's always a lesson. You take mistakes as a lesson and mistakes of others as a blessing, because there's something that you're going to get from it, and trying to see the other person's perspective, even if you don't necessarily agree, or even if you still feel wronged, or even if you still feel like this envy or this guilt or this this negativity, having that compassion, it shows your character. It's good for your character. It's good for your growth and benefit. It's like you can't help somebody else. You can pray for them, but at the end of the day, you can only handle your own reactions, and you can't change everybody overnight. You can't change yourself overnight. You can't, there's going to be different viewpoints, and there's never going to be like a point where every single person you're going to be wronged in your lifetime, and you're going to come across things that hurt you, and it's inevitable. It's like pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Yeah. So being in a place of compassion always is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for, the collective consciousness, for everybody around you. So next we have the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Let's see what messages come out for you here. Okay, you have the moon in reverse. So this is like fear, anxiety, misunderstanding, misinterpretations. It's a lack of understanding or confusion. So if this were upright, it would be like truth being brought to light, be guidance. It could be like finding, like, it's like emotionally, like finding something unexpected, or tapping into your creative energy and trusting the moon's magic and channeling your emotional energy into something beautiful. So because it's in reverse, it's something that you're not doing. So the best advice I can give with this card is really make sure that you're focusing with your new moon rituals, your full moon to new moon rituals, and really writing your affirmations and reading them every day. Doing that, setting your intentions and burning your affirmations, and like from cycle to cycle. So if you're, whether you're doing it to new moon to full moon, or from full moon to new moon, it's like a half cycle. Releasing the things that no longer serve you, and then setting your affirmations and your intentions for the month, for that cycle, will really help you, because those will bring up some of these some things that you cannot see yet, and it'll really help you try to be in alignment with your intentions and your desires, like what you really want to manifest. And it'll help you clear, when you release that, it'll clear that clutter that brings it in your mind. So even just saying, I release any guilt, I release any envy, I release these parts of myself that are no longer resonate with who I am. We also have the Three of Cups. So the three represents creativity. Cups represent emotions, and subconscious beliefs, creativity, intuition. So this could be like a reunion or socializing. It's usually happy, but sometimes it's a karmic lesson. It's friendship, community, and happiness. So it looks like you need to spend more time being in a place of like celebration. So, being around positive people and happiness, like that's something that you need to really like take into consideration here. And be around high vibe people, because that's going to be one of the things that help you get out of this dark energy. You have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this would be like being cold-hearted, or like bitter, or maybe even cruel. So if it were upright, it would be, it's like when you answer to a challenge and you're prepared for the consequences. So it could be like that you've stepped up to a challenge, but you weren't prepared for like what it was actually going to entail. And it could be like, if it were upright, it would be like an extreme ambition and drive. So, and your goals, it could be achieved at the expense of others, or and it'd be like communicating your plans clearly. But this could be like your goals, like you're not achieving your goals because you don't have that extreme ambition or drive, or your plans are not clearly set out. And that's why you need to lay this solid foundation. So that's like reiterating, like you really need to have that solid foundation and know exactly what you're getting yourself into, because you thought you had it all figured out, but there's more to the story that you haven't like figured out yet, or more to these plans that you just weren't prepared for. So you need to be more ambitious, you need to have more drive, and you need to be willing to step up to the challenge. So, because this Knight of Swords, this is the type of knight that comes in fast, and it like takes you by surprise. It's like suddenly inconsistent, and it's like clear-mindedness and perceptiveness. But because it's in reverse, it's like you're kind of muddled here. It's like you thought you could just come right in, swoop everything up, and everything would be fine. But there's more than what you like. It's like you signed yourself up for something that you don't necessarily know if you have all the tools and capabilities to do. But again, Spirit has your back. And you are never given anything. If anything, this is more of an opportunity to grow and learn. This is an opportunity for you, because what's going to happen when you come out the other side is change. So it's actually good. It's for your highest good here. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, that's ruled by Jupiter, and it represents the fire elements. This is a good luck charm. It's positive things are coming for you in every aspect of your life. Abundance is on the way. It's infinite abundance of fortune and material success. And you will be recognized and respected as well. And there's the Egyptian cycles of life represented in the corners here. So this is like repeated cycles. And it's like you repeat these cycles until you reach enlightenment and you fulfill your soul's purpose. So this is a good card. So this is, and again, so you have this half year. You need to, have more ambition and more drive, and, clearly set your foundation, your goals, your affirmations, your desires. And, this is the second time we've seen that the good things are coming. You deserve heaven's help. Where does it say? Have faith. Because good things are coming. Positive things are on the horizon that you can't yet see. Yeah, so this is crystal coming through here. This is the Wheel of Fortune backing that up. This is saying, like, you're about to have everything you've ever wanted. Just, you have to know what you want. So, yeah, make sure you lay that foundation. You know what you want. You know who you are. You know what your purpose is. And then allow Spirit to co-create with you. Yeah, so you have the Hermit. You have the Hermit, and you have the two of Swords. So, okay. And right at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star card. So this is a wish come true. This is, this is ending on a whole note. So this is good. The Hermit, that's the kind of energy that I was feeling here with this. This is when you're stuck in your head, you're stuck in your ego, but just remember that you have just enough light to keep you going. So, and remember here too, that, where's that one card? This one. So same thing. Here you are. Here's the angels guiding you with just a little bit of light to get you through this darkness. You see the imagery here that's similar? You're not alone. You have both lights here, just enough to go through, and they're both facing the same direction here. So yeah, you're going the same direction as Spirit. You are, you are the light. So even in all of this darkness, you still have all the potential and all that light and love within you to keep you going, moving forward. So and that's a part of this is like taking that relaxation, that time out away from everybody, spending time alone. And this is right next to that card too, where you're spending time alone to really reflect and contemplate and set your desires and your intentions, and ask your angels for help, because it's transformational. It's good for you. It's like healthy. So let me make sure that I didn't forget anything with the Hermit. Represents Virgo, earth signs. It's analyzing, self-criticizing, and critiquing. It's judging things. You're going into hiding to go within. It's taking personal space to give yourself a breather. It's introverted energy going into your shell or cocoon. It brings clarity necessary to move forward. Transformative, helps you discover yourself. So, and that's under honesty. So it's like under your truth and finding more out about yourself and this mystery that is life. Life is a mystery. That's funny because it's right under this card. It's right under it. So, and under it's also under I'm helping you. I'm leading you towards the answer of your prayers. So yeah. So it's necessary. It's part of the steps. So it might be that you're going through I almost said another dark night of the soul. So if you've already been through it and you're like, no, wait, I've already done that, there's going to be more. You're going to go through this like more than once in your lifetime, especially if you're experiencing deaths and loss in that aspect, because it really does hit home. So you're going to be in this it's kind of introverted, darkness, but you have the light necessary within you to move forward. So this is going to help you discover yourself, your purpose, your inner light, and your direction. And also, like right next to it where it says about the self-care, this is actually part of your self-care. So in order to, so it's beneficial, it's good for you. However, and make sure that you're doing things to stay in a positive vibration while you're also contemplating and learning about yourself. So it is an introverted energy. You do need to be spending time alone, thinking, contemplating, setting your intentions and your desires, and trying to be in as high vibed energy as possible. And then you have the Two of Swords. So this is a choice that you have to make. It's two different options, and you're like weighing them out. It's different paths. So it's decision making. It's different ideas. Even it could be you're stuck between two jobs or two careers. You're making a decision. It could be leaving home, like maybe you're moving. Some of you guys could be moving. But it's like fear of change, and you're playing it safe. And it's funny too because that's under the change card. So it's like, or it could be that, it's under Spirit has your back too. It's almost like you don't trust the Spirit having your back, or almost like you're resisting that change because you don't know if it's for your highest good. It's like, oh, wait a minute, like, I don't know, I signed myself up for this and I thought I could do it, but I don't really know here. But you can, and you can create any life that you want for yourself. So if this is Spirit saying, like, yes, we got your back, this is all happening for you, not to you. So it's there's just like blindsided here and not really knowing what to do, not knowing what path to take. You're just kind of playing it safe and waiting for things to happen. But what doesn't come out of that, in order to change, does it say you have to change in order to create movement? Yeah, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So like you have to make that change, you have to make that decision, you have to clearly set your intentions and your desires in order for Spirit to meet you halfway, in order for this growth to happen. And you have this Star card here. So this is Wish Upon a Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is healing, rejuvenation, focusing on yourself, pouring out emotional energy. So then you have, we're helping you through these emotions because positive things are going to come your way with that Wheel of Fortune backing that up. This is finding your peace of mind, and it's getting support from others. Maybe with this card, it's like friends, family, like people that you, that are for your highest good. These are people that are gonna be there for you, like that are good vibed, and that are actually like have your best, the best outlook for you, the best. They have their best intentions for you. They're not gonna drag you down or bring you down or put you back in these kind of energy here. They're going to lift you up. But it could also be therapy, or it could be like a counselor or a social worker or something like that. That kind of aspect for you, like, are getting support. That's like the main thing here is what you understand is it's support. So you have like physical support in addition to this plethora of Spirit guidance that's coming with you. That's like, so you are supported, you are guided, and you are protected. Like you are one with the universe, and you have a lot to offer, and Spirit wants to support you, and you got to find your tribe, your people that are gonna support you on this journey too. Even tarot readers, and even like spiritual practices, shamans, like these are people that you can also reach out to. You can go to a Reiki master, do some Reiki work. You want to, surround yourself with conscious minded people, like open to discussion, open to the theories and possibilities, because that's another part of being an 11 is a lot of times, because we're scattered throughout the world. A lot of times when you awaken, there's not a lot of people around you that actually like get it. You might see these synchronicities and think it's really cool, and someone would be like, "Oh, we were just looking at the clock at that time," or "That's kind of cool, but you don't really believe that." So finding those people, so finding like being in social media groups that like these are the people that you want to unite with, so that way you can they'll understand this hermit energy too, because guaranteed, unless you're just just awakening, if you're a spiritually awakened person, you know that the dark night of the soul is inevitable, but you also know that coming through the other side is inevitable as well. As long as you are open to the change and growth that, and being honest with yourself, being open to the change, being open with the growth, and releasing all the things that, you know, are holding you back and keeping you down, like or weighing you down. So yeah, back up to the star card. It's wish upon a star. Wishes in general. It's a positive card. It's the work revealed about yourself to be done. It reveals what you want. It's a rebirth, shining brightly, standing in your power, and getting that recognition. Restored hope, staying uplifted. You are a glimmer of light in the darkness, so shine. So yeah, so you have a lot of the same messages coming through. And so it's basically like repeating itself over and over and over again. Basically saying like, yes, this is going through, but this is actually helping you discover who you really are, what you're really capable of, and it's not for nothing. You're gonna get everything that you deserve, everything that you want, and you deserve heaven's help. You deserve everything that you want in this life. So let's co-create it together. And Spirit is saying like, I got you. Let's go. So we have the Moonology deck. Let's check and see what messages come out through here. A new romantic cycle begins. So if you're currently in a relationship, it could be that, you know, your relationship is going to ascend to a higher level. If you're single, it could be that you're meeting somebody. But it looks like, so with the cycles, so maybe you're stuck in this kind of like lower vibrational energy. Maybe you guys are going to be going to a higher level here. You have Libra energy in this. So it could be, this is balance. This is balancing the scale. So that comes back with setting that solid foundation for yourself. So if a new romantic cycle is beginning, that means that things are going to be looking up for you. So you have the Wish Upon a Star card here. So, and then this stalemate energy here could be, you know, maybe if you were just deciding whether or not to leave somebody or stay with somebody. This is saying like a new, it's gonna be new, it's gonna be better. You have the answers you need are coming. So this is another this already has been said. You have answers coming. I am leading you toward the answers to your prayer. Yeah. We're helping you to gain a positive perspective. Yeah, and this says here, open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So yeah, so it looks like you're going to be in a more loving, positive mindset, which also will make your love life better. And the answers you need are coming, so that you won't be no longer stuck in this stalemate kind of energy. The answers are coming to you. The answers to your prayers are coming to you. Abundance is coming to you. Okay, we have you and your loved ones are safe. Yep, you and your loved ones are safe. So if you've been... So another thing that happens, that's under this death card here. Another thing too, when that happens, like when you lose somebody, is that you start to think really heavily about the people that you love and you really care about, because, you know, and you might even get like this hypochondriac kind of like vibe, but you know, you and your loved ones are safe. You are guided. You are protected. And, you know, even after death, you're guided and protected. You know, they're just on the other side of your support system. And that's another thing that you need to remember, because you will be reunited again. You can't see them, but they can see you. What do you need to release? So this is a question. I mean, obviously, there's, you know, this anger, unforgivingness, envy, guilt, you know, like aspects of yourself that are no longer here. That's just this toxicity, this lower level vibes, you know, are obvious. But what do you personally need to release? What are you holding on to? What negative, like what thoughts and feelings and emotions do you consistently go back to, paying attention to your thoughts, and then spending that time alone to really contemplate on your desires and intentions. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you want. So, doing these full moon rituals, this moon card that I was talking about, doing those rituals will really help you figure out what exactly you want to release. And then if you focus on every month, it'll help you it's kind of like a progress monitoring tool to figure out if you've been doing a good enough job with what you really need to release, and how I can just make you more mindful of fiery climax approaches. So yeah, this is Spirit has your back. This is under the change card. So if your life is a roller coaster, you're right over the top. And things are about to take off for you. So yeah, it's about to go down. So yeah, setting your intentions, figuring out exactly what you want, taking care of yourself, giving yourself that love for yourself, that'll get you to where this yes card, this abundance card, this Wheel of Fortune energy here. Because this is just the beginning. There's way more to this life than what you're just living now or what you have lived. And that's what you have to remember, is that this is just part of the story. It's just one part of the chapter. Prosperity lies ahead. Yep. So yeah, so the messages are clear. They're coming in quite clear here and repetitive. So it's you can't miss it. This is love messages from your angels. So it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, but just kind of love in general. To be more in alignment with love and light. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings you happiness, and brings happiness to those around you. So simple acts of kindness. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So, you want all this support, and that's under this this 3 of Cups energy here with the celebration. So, just showing others that you care. If you're thinking about somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, an old friend, somebody a family member, go see your grandma type of thing, people that are really good, that have the best interest in you that you haven't spoke to in a while, just showing that you care, making that little effort, hey, I was thinking about you, I just wanted to let you know, I was thinking about you, and I hope that you're having, a good day, I'm here for you if you ever need anything, type of thing. Or even just the ones that are around you that you love, because there's also this reminds me of Thumbelina, let me be your wings. So, but this is you really just giving and giving simple acts of kindness and being supportive to those that are around you, especially if you're in a romantic relationship or romantic partnership, because this new romantic cycle begins, but it begins with you and being loving and light and growing and being authentic with yourself. And so it's just being simply showing that you care can go a long way, because it makes other people feel good, and it makes you feel good. This one jumped out. Turn on your heart light. Turn on your heart light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, and this one that says you are light, so shine, baby, shine. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So, this could be just a reminder for you that, if you're not in a place of love and light right now, going back to a time where you did can really light that spark under you to be more in alignment with that energy and that feeling. Because it's almost it's a reminder for yourself on how, it's a personal how-to based on your vibration. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. Yeah, so this is saying be supportive, do simple acts of kindness, and those little things go a long way. Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. That is another message that has come out a lot. Now that you've asked your angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. This card is literally under that card. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So this is support from your angels, stopping and asking Archangel Uriel, Fiona, Bethany, Adriana, Layla, Crystal, Grace and Antoinette, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, who's the Archangel of healing, protection. Now that you really know like what you want and you set your desires and your intentions, it's like, being open to receive that help and support from not only your spiritual team, but your physical 3D team here too, your partnership, your friendships, your family members, your spiritual community. These are what's going to help you get pulled through. Yeah, and then when you need to receive love with appreciation. Gracious acceptance is the way to show love. So, you deserve heaven's help. You need to be grateful at all times. You always need to be grateful, 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 because you are blessed, and it doesn't feel like that sometimes, but you really are. This has ended up being a really long reading, so I'm sorry for that in advance. And Rama, where are you being called to journey to? So that could also be like when it says you're leaving home. Maybe you're going to go like travel somewhere. Maybe you have work to do, overseas. Maybe you have some community outreach that you've been involved with. Like these are things that you need to, you can focus on, because it will help you be more in alignment. And it also takes you out of this space here, because it could show you like what other people are going through, that it's like worse. I mean, there's a war going on. People are dying every day. There's sickness. There's so much that you can do for your community, and you could be even go out in nature. Just go, like, where are you being called to? So if you're being called to, like, let's say, like, go to the waterfalls, go to the waterfalls. If you've been like, oh man, I want to go see a sunset, or I really want to go see grandma, whatever it is, like wherever you're being called to go, because whatever, chances are that it's exactly where you need to go in order to be more aligned. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So yeah, this is, coming back to your honesty card, coming back to knowing your truth, stepping into your power. Stop overthinking it. You might be thinking, I know what my purpose is, I just don't know if I'm doing it right or what I should be doing next. This is that stalemate energy here, like where you're don't know if you're making the right choices, or stuck in this hermit mode. Stop overthinking it, because you're already doing it. You're doing it, everything that you're supposed to be doing. It's part of the process. So you need to trust the process. You have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So yeah, I just said that. Wherever you're being called to go, wherever you're being called to do it. Whatever your angels are expressing to you, do it. Whatever your intuition, your dreams are telling you to do it. Yeah, it doesn't get really much any clearer than that. You have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So, this is literally dancing. Putting on some good conscious soul music, things that make you move and groove and jam. Or just, watching funny videos, doing something that gives you joy. So if that's coloring or climbing trees, or, playing with Legos, like do whatever you used to do when you were a kid that you like to do, like something that gives you like pure joy. But even just dancing, if you're not really a dancer, do it when no one's watching. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? So yeah, and so you, again, with the changing, like, and you have this like fragmented, see this fragmented imagery here. It's like, that's also that's like Two of Swords energy, and this is a good representation of what it's like to be muddled with all of this lower vibrational, the energies, and like when you're not, when you're still stuck in your old truths, and like are not willing to move forward with what you have to do. And not being completely trusting in the process, or thinking that you know everything, and you really like there's stuff behind the other around the corner that you aren't being seen yet, because you have this like distorted version of or vision of yourself, and you really need to sit down and really focus on your desires. I mean, it says lay a solid foundation. This is laying a solid foundation in yourself, within you. So you know, what is not aligned or needs to change, and then be willing to change. So that's really setting your desires, your intentions, and releasing all the things that you need to release. That shadow work, that inner child work. Yeah, so, okay, wait. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, you have the initiation, a rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So, yeah, remember, like, that cave. So, you have this again, with this imagery here, with the angel in the cave going through. This is you coming out the other side. So, you've gone through, and right on the other side, that light at the end of the tunnel that I put in quotes, it's literally right there. And, you know, it's you're crossing the threshold. It's a rite of passage. All, like I said, all of this stuff that you've been through, it gets you to the other side. Okay, so next I have the self-help, the self-healing oracle deck. So these are things that you can physically do in your 3D reality in order to be more aligned with love and light. A lot of them came out, but I'm going to take them. But it's funny because the first card that popped out was sync with the moon. And if you're a female and you're watching this, you might notice that your time of the month, your cycle will actually align with the moon. You'll actually get your period or during the full moon or during the new moon or right around that time. That's a good way to know whether or not you're in alignment too, is when you're syncing up with the moon. But also syncing with the moon as far as your intentions go and burning that affirmation, then it is underneath the moon card. So when you set it in with the moon, it makes you more in touch with your intuition. It makes you more in touch with the mysteries of the universe, of your universe, and it brings about hidden truths that you did not yet see. It brings up parts of yourself, your subconscious parts of yourself. They'll be brought to light, which makes you more able to change and grow. You'll be able to see what you need to release and be honest with yourself about what you need to release and what you've been holding on to and what's been holding you back, and like those thoughts that keep you, you know, stuck. You have make an altar. Here's mine. Okay, so again, it's funny that I mentioned the period aspect of it, because it says connect with your womb. So you might have some issues with your womb or issues with your cycle. Connecting with the moon, connecting with your womb, and remembering that your divine feminine, like the divine feminine energy, you know, look into this. Look into connecting with your womb. I actually have a book. Let me see if it's here. Yeah. Sacred Women, a guide to healing the feminine body, mind, and spirit. So this is, you know, being in touch with your womanhood. We have chanting. Mantra work may be good. Some chanting will help you. I was going to say chanting will help you go into trance meditation. So yeah, and that's 8 if 8 resonates with you in any way. You have also energy work, so doing some chakra balancing, watch a movie, create art, listen to your intuition, and grounding yourself. So doing some grounded work. So lastly, we have your Romance Angels Oracle deck. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, so, and I said that too earlier when it came with the new romantic cycle, because it starts with you. You know, your self-respect, like the way that you love yourself, makes you more receptive to the love that you deserve. So loving yourself, respecting yourself, express your love, which you got here down here with the with these cards with the love messages from your angels deck. You know, be express your love by being supportive, by doing simple acts of kindness. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Show how much you love. Yeah, make the effort. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And literally, you have this step. Yeah. We have that in there. With the steps, we're gonna give you the steps you need to take. Yeah. Yeah, be open. Be open. Where did that say that? It said we're gonna give you the steps in order to that you need to take. So listen, because we're gonna give you the steps in order to that you've been asking for. So yeah, that's basically saying the same thing. So great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We're gonna help you. We're gonna give you the steps. Make sure you're listening and following your intuition. So making the effort, loving yourself first, expressing your love. It says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So yeah, so as you're going through, if you're with somebody, as you're going through this dark night of the soul, and you're, as you're changing and growing and becoming more authentic with yourself, that's a ride. That's a roller coaster ride, and somebody is gonna stay with you through that. That is going to make your bond deepen like hella. So, make sure that you're appreciating the ones that you love, especially as you come out of this lower vibrational energy, because they stuck through it with you. And it says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So if you aren't with somebody, not being in a negative energy where you're like, I'm never going to be with somebody, or no, it's good enough for me, or I'm not good enough for anybody. Instead of being in that type of energy, you need to be optimistic. But, and also know that, like, once you come out the other side of this, it makes you more open to receiving the love that you want. But if you're in a relationship, you need to stay, and that's right on top of this one. So if I said earlier, if that resonates with you, where you were, deciding, do I really want this, or did I sign myself up for something I couldn't handle? You need to stay optimistic, and remember that when you set these intentions and desires, staying optimistic and positive will make it more likely to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. We'll pull a couple more. You have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy. So, that's simple acts, being supportive, just, extending that lighthearted energy, be loving and flirting. She's giving a kiss on the forehead here. So, be loving. And trust. It says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So that's also staying with this, staying optimistic about your love life. You need to make the effort and stay optimistic, be trusting, expressing your love, and love yourself first, and be a little flirty. You have pay attention to the red flags. So it says the signs are cautioning you. So you want to pay attention to your intuition. You want to pay attention to spirit, but just remember too that these red flags are cautions, they're warnings, but they're also tests. They're tests of your capabilities, they're tests of your patience, they're tests of your ability to face any kind of adversity or any kind of stress that comes your way. And you deserve love. So you deserve heaven's help, and you deserve love. So you are lovable. All right, you have these last two. And I'll end it because you're going up on an hour here, so I'm sorry about that. Keep an open mind. Your soul may differ from your usual type and expectations. So that actually kind of resonates well here. So you need to keep an open mind. That's being optimistic and trusting. And, that might be why these red flags are coming up, because it's different than what you're used to. But also on ending here, you have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So, yeah, that's a good place to end it. I hope that this resonates with you. I'm sorry it's so long. If it does resonate, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you feel guided to. Thank you, and have a great night.